Inakuwaje tongo nguvu? Mimi naitwa presenter Ali, your entertainment PA, and by the way there is always for amazing siku zote. Natia bidii kuhakikisha kwamba nakuletea stories tofauti za burudani pekee kwenye the presenter Ali live show, and of course this is the second episode. And believe me you, nimekuwa na mgeni ambaye for a long time nimetamani sana kuketi chini naye tupige story naye, because amekuwa miongoni mwa watu ambao wananiinspire sana kwenye maisha na pia kwenye career yangu. And of course one and only Robert Burale. Sorry for that. How are you doing?
I'm very well. Thank you very much.
Asante sana. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my brother.
Tujaonana.
Tunaongea lakini tunasema tutakutana. But this was the time.
Yeah, this was the time. I
Yes,
think
sir.
it's God's time.
Yes.
The fact that when the guest wa pili kwenye show ya presenter Ali live show, I feel honored.
And you're doing a fantastic.
Looking sharp.
Asante. Na mujaribu. It's a weakness.
It's a weakness.
Yeah.
Ni yani ishakuwa kama kawaida tu.
Nani calligraph anajua on point kama suti za Burale.
Hey. I think that is one of the things ambayo ina stand out kwako. Mimi nishakuona umepiga sports attire pengine.
Yes.
Lakini most of the time nakuona na suti.
Yes, kabisa.
Kuwe na joto, kuwe na baridi. Ushazoea kabisa.
Ushazoea. Na nisipovaa suti na feel something is missing. Hata pajama yangu iko na design ya suti. Na
mara ya kwanza wewe kuvaa suti ukajua kwamba nikivaa suti kabisa zinanipendeza kwa nini?
Over 20 years.
20 years.
Oh yeah. Hata nikiwa shule nilikuwa head student.
Okay.
Blazer yangu ungefikiri ni ya bank manager. Blazer ya shule.
Blazer.
Yes.
Custom. Au kwenda kuzile za kununua ni
hapana, custom alafu unafanya design hapa kwa sleeves. You normally kuna ile ni moja lakini mimi kapiga design.
Kapiga design zako.
So I just love fashion. I love looking good. That's pretty important.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, amazing sana. I think having this conversation means a lot to me kwanza kwa sababu you're one of the people I really look up to, na pia you're one of the people ambao wana inspire sana, you know, in the industry and also just kwenye mambo ya maisha in general. But one of the things ambayo I noticed, you know, just doing my research ni kwamba unatokea sehemu ambayo inaitwa Burale. Sijui kama nimepata
vizuri.
Walai
hakuna host host amepronounce hiyo jina vizuri.
Burale. Burale iko Busia. Umekulia Busia pengine?
Kulelewa huko?
Yeah.
Lelewa Nairobi. But my mom is in Busia. I go see my mom quite often. And I love the place.
Yeah.
I mean, that is home.
Yeah.
Mimi si wale watoto wamepotelea Nairobi. No, I respect heritage. I respect culture. Because the foundation of culture is what will take you far.
Wow.
Yeah.
Na kwa hiyo mizizi yako, your roots haujawahi kabisa kuziacha, you just decided.
Na siwezi wacha. Lazima uheshimu mizizi. Kwa sababu kila mtu alitoka pale, kuna pale tulitoka. Grandfather or great grandfather. Yeah. There is a journey, there is a place tulitoka.
Yes. Amazing.
So there's some things kwa hizo mizizi tunaheshimu, lakini kuna vitu zingine za culture of course you don't go.
Yeah. Nilikuja pia kugundua kwamba you are a footballer.
Yes.
Wanakuita Zangi.
Umefanya research. You have done. Go for any interview. Hakuna mtu amesema hiyo. Zangi was John Okello Zangi was a very good footballer. Alichezea Gor Mahia.
Yeah.
And because I was brilliant as a footballer, nikaitwa Zangi.
Wow.
But I was very good as a footballer.
Amazing.
Brilliant kabisa.
Napiga story
hata Churchill anafaa kuja tu compete naye. Churchill pia alinasikia alikuwa footballer mzuri
sana.
Churchill was a very good footballer.
Really?
I think he's the only Kamba who played football.
I think
I'm told he's a very good
footballer. I think next tunafaa tumuite hapa. By the way, na piga story na Mr. Robert Burale wa Nguria.
Yes.
And of course ni pekee kwenye presenter Ali live show. I want to welcome you guys. What tunafanya hivi every Monday to Friday kuanzia saa 8 mpaka saa 9:30 hivi. Poleni leo tumechelewa kidogo, ni kwa ajili ya issue au masala ya mitambo, na tunatazama live kwenye YouTube. Hakikisha kwamba una share, hakikisha kwamba unawashtua wana, unawaambia kwamba presenter Ali yuko live na Mr. Robert Burale. I want to also remind you guys kwamba the episode has been proudly sponsored by Caplicity Auto. They have the best cars, luxurious cars and also affordable cars ambazo unaweza ukapenda. Wapo pale Kiambu Road, na details zaidi nina imani kwamba unazitazama kwenye screen yako.
Natafuta gari, nafaa unipatie gari.
Unafaa uje pale. kutafuta gari. Amazing sana. So nataka tuzungumze kidogo watu of course wanakujua, many people know you, watu wanajua your background, lakini nataka tuigusie kidogo and then we'll dive later on into other issues. One of the things ambayo I actually I actually felt like tuna connect in a way is the fact that growing up you lost a couple of people in your life.
Yes, sir.
Na ni kitu ambacho nataka kujua kwanza, how did you overcome it na ilikufunza kitu gani kwenye maisha?
It is very painful to lose loved ones, and I don't think kuna wakati utafika useme you have conquered it, because once in a while memories inakuja, you start missing them, you feel the pain, especially watu wale nimepoteza kwa familia yetu, none of them died of old age. Unajua mtu akikufa na 100 years unasema yenyewe Mungu, you gave us a lifetime. But a brother dying in his 30s, your father dying at the prime of his career, my big brother, my big sister, you feel pain. Then kitu moja lakini nilifunza ni family patterns. Hii kifo inakuja kuchukua watu. Kama sasa wakati huu kuna cousin yangu anaitwa Geoffrey Alemba. He died on 14th, 2 days ago. And that day was my father's memorial. And then on the day before was my sister's memorial. So nikaanza kufikiria kuna pattern, kuna mwezi, ni kama hii spirit ya kifo inakuja kuchukua watu. So inakufungua macho mpaka unasema lazima niingie kwa maombi, nivunje madhabahu zingine, madhabahu za kukuja kuchukua watu ambao maisha yao inaenda juu kabisa, ama bado at the prime of their lives, and the hand of death comes. So you can never get over your loved ones, but we can always remember them fondly, think of the good things. Like sasa cousin yangu tunapanga mazishi yake kwa Geoffrey, namkumbuka kama peacemaker. Hakupenda kuona watu kwa uchungu, alikuwa worship leader. So for me, the best I can do is remember. And I remember my big brother, he took me for my first movie, Delta Force. I remember my big sister, discipline. My younger brother was like a friend to me. So you try and remember their good side, the good times you had. And to anybody who has lost a loved one, you know the pain, the void. Kwa sababu mkishazika, kurudi nyumbani, phone calls reduce. Watu no baya, but people have to move on with their lives. Sure. Then that's when it hits kabisa. And you value the ones you have now because you know the pain of the ones who. And to anybody, maybe wajapoteza mtu, nadharauliana kama familia, unapata ndugu ongea na dada yake, walikosana kitu
fanyika sana hiyo.
Lakini kama umpoteza watu wa karibu, you will feel the pain of absence, you will respect the joy of presence.
That's really moving. Lakini one of the things ambayo umetaja, I think personally pengine sijaielewa vizuri na pia mtazamaji kwa faida yake. You talked about the spirit of death.
Yes.
What is it exactly?
What happens is, unajua kila mtu mtoka kwa familia. Kuna watu kwa familia yenu labda walishafariki, lakini walifungua milango that the demonic spirits can come and attack the family. Maybe some families they sacrifice people for wealth, others witchcraft and all those things. So it attacks people who are very innocent. You understand? So ukiona kuna pattern, because if I look at the Bible, you shall not die but live long to declare the good works of the Lord in the land of the living. So if something happens opposite of what the Bible says, then we have to look at any door that people before us hata tuwajui labda walifungua. Because I look at my family. My big brother did not die old. My big sister was not old. My young brother, my kid brother was not old. My father died at the prime of his life. So I knew then there was a problem. So nikaanza kuinvestigate. Nikaanza kuresearch. Unaongea na watu, unaomba, unaongea na mapasta. And when you start researching, then your eyes are open to dealing with these things.
Hiyo nimeelewa vizuri, na natumai kwamba kama unanitazama pale kwenye top chat ya YouTube umeweza kuelewa vizuri. Kuna someone here saying anaitwa Alan Lawrence is saying great kabisa. Say hi to Mr. Burale. Sijui kama unamjua
mentees, one of my sons.
Wow, that's great. That's great. Asante sana Alan Lawrence kwa kutazama, na kama pia unatutazama hakikisha kwamba unatuambia unatutazama ukiwa wapi, na kama una swali lolote pale mwisho kutakuwa na muda wa kumuuliza Mr. Robert maswali, lakini vitu vingine ambavyo pia I feel like ni vizuri nikuulize is the fact that Burale bado hajao na watu wengi wanajiuliza ni kwa nini? Kwa sababu ulikuwa umeoa, si ndio? Lakini sababu moja au mbili, you know, it didn't work out. Pengine watu wanauliza ni kitu ambacho unataka kufanya, you know, is it in your bucket list?
Kwa 100%. I'm not the Pope.
Okay.
I'll say this honestly. Yes, I intend to get married. I don't have the grace to be single.
Okay.
And I think maybe people ask because it's been 10 years since I lost the marriage.
Yeah.
But also remember, in those 10 years, there's healing you need to go through.
Yeah.
Forgiveness you have to go through. That can take a few years. And then fear. Like, will I get
the right person for the
second? Will it
work out?
Yes. And if it doesn't work out the second time, you know, that fear. We are all human, whether you're pastors or not. We are all human. So I think I went through those seasons of anger, bitterness, forgiveness, healing, fear. And then now I'm at a place where I am healed. I am healed, and I can say without fear that I am ready when the time comes.
So right now, are you single and searching?
Let's put it this way. I am not married. It doesn't mean I am single.
Oh.
Many people think that the fact that you're not married, you're single. I am not married. But it doesn't mean that I'm single.
Okay, nimeelewa vizuri sana. But now, as a life coach, someone who talks to people about, you know, relationships, someone who talks to people about God, someone who talks to people, you know, about marriage.
Right.
How do you deal with it when you see people telling you kwamba, no, utaniambia nini kuhusu ndoa wakati wewe mwenyewe sahihi haupo kwenye ndoa?
I ignore those ones. Because there are people who will never see anything good. There are people who, if you walk on water, they will say it's because you don't know how to swim.
Okay.
But if you go to a restaurant, ukifungua menu, kuna coffee, kuna latte, kuna lemon tea. Kama upendi coffee, kunywa lemon tea. It doesn't stop coffee from being coffee. And yes, some people say it from a genuine place. That, what will you tell us? And to the genuine ones, let me answer. There are some things you learn through failure.
True.
There are some things, for example, if a couple sat here, Ali, and they ask me, what would you tell us? I would tell them of the mistakes that I made and tell them, don't make those mistakes. So every failure adds a cup of teaching into it. So I believe I'm at a good place to teach people on what not to do. But even when I tell them what to do, I also have godly wisdom that God have enough with.
Sure.
That whoever will receive, whoever will not, will not. And there are people who just say that to annoy.
Sure.
Hata kuna mtu anaweza sema kwa presenter Ali haujaoa unafanya nini hapo? So you cannot please everybody. And to those ones, I would respectfully tell them, I don't owe you an explanation. Because I'm coffee, they like tea. And I'm very strong coffee.
Amazing sana. Nataka pia nifahamu kitu kingine because one of the most amazing things ambazo pia I got to learn about Robert RB ni kwamba you have a very amazing relationship with your daughter.
Right.
And haujakuwa na mamake for a while. How do you manage that? How do you go about that, the whole co-parenting?
My daughter is an amazing lady, growing into a girl, going to a lady herself. My daughter's mother is an absolutely fantastic woman. Very mature, very background, similar to our social media. I respect that. My daughter took the creative side, the Babak, and we have the same personality.
Yes.
But she's a highly intelligent girl, thinker, organized. I think she got that from the mother.
Okay.
Yeah, so we co-parent out of respect. What happens when people who have a chance together, when you fight, you may think you're winning both of you, but it's the girl you're hurting or the son you're hurting. And you may not see it at that time. You will see it later in life, in behavior and character issues. So to every person who are parenting out there, you may disagree the two of you, but when it comes to parenting, you must be one. But for me, I would not complain. Lexi's mother is absolutely good woman who loves God, and done a fantastic job with Lexi as well. Absolutely.
Unahisi your daughter ana take so much after who? Is it after you?
Her personality ni yangu 100%.
Okay.
You see the things we do on social media, that's her personality and it's my personality.
Yeah.
Her mother is a thinker, her mother is an organizer, very studious, mtu wa kufanya kazi mikakati hivi straight.
Yeah.
Mimi ni niende hivi. I am a very good friend of mine calls me the wind. I operate like the wind.
Okay.
Don't know where I'm going or where I'm coming from. Yes.
Yeah, amazing sana. Nataka nizungumze na wawili watatu ambao wanatutazama. Kuna Alan Lawrence nilimtaja, kuna Burundian Hustler, kuna Judy Wairoko anasema ndo kufika mapema. Director John nimekucheki, Patience Mwai nimekuona, MC Ben, Victoria Mima and everyone ambaye anatutazama. Tutakuwa nazidi kuwapa shout outs za nguvu sana. Tuko na Mr. RB mwenyewe, lakini kitu ambacho nataka nifahamu,
right,
you know, from now someone who's being inspired, you know, I'd really love to know, you know, at what point in your life did you get to know kwamba, you know, this is the life, this is my life purpose? Because I do believe that many young people are really struggling with that. You have a job, your life is doing very well, but you just feel like you're not happy. It's like there's just something that you just want to do,
yes,
you know, for the world, but you just don't know how to figure it out. Maybe you can shed some light on that.
Right.
How to just get your life purpose.
In fact, when you've said something amazing, where people don't feel fulfilled,
Yes,
it means they are not in their place of purpose. Your place of purpose gives you so much fulfillment. That one thing that you can do for free, that one thing that makes you tick. For me, wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning and tell me, here is the microphone, speak live to people. I will not have to think. I'll wash my face and speak live to people. You wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning telling me go to work as an accountant, I will struggle. So how do you know your purpose? It is the one thing you're passionate about, positive. Let me tell you, positive change.
Yes.
It is the one thing you can do for free.
Yes.
And it is the one thing that people respond to positive.
Okay.
That you speak life and you see life. You build the good values of people. Like if I speak to Presenter Ali, I want him, like you said, I motivate you.
Yeah.
You have seen some things that you've picked from me that have held you well.
Yeah.
The moment you put a mirror on somebody's face and they pick the good things about them, then you're okay. But your purpose is not to make people commit suicide. Your purpose is not to make people go into depression. That's not purpose. That's a demonic order.
Yeah.
You understand? So many years ago, I think based on what I have been through in life, the ups and the downs, and God helped me go through that. And I say to myself, let me use my experiences to help people. And when I started, I discovered, hang on a minute. God anafungua milango, watu wanakuja na waongelesha wanakuja, and they're telling me our lives are changing. And I asked God, what can I do? Yes. You're now in your area of calling. You give life because you tested death. And I allowed you to test death, but death did not conquer for you to be able to give life.
Oh, amazing sana. Pengine, what exactly would you tell someone now that they're saying, I'm really struggling, Burale,
Yes.
and I want to know what my purpose is. I just don't know where to start.
All right. Take a pen and a paper sometime today
Mhm.
and write your passions. 5 things you love doing. And then of the 5 things or whatever, how many write, even if it's 1 or 2, okay, it should be more than 1.
Yeah.
Ask yourself, when you do this, does it emit positive energy? Does it make people feel good? Does it make people become better in life? Not just feel good, because also drugs make people feel good.
Yeah, sure.
But become better in life. Does it glorify God? You know, and if you are to die today, will you say, I have died having changed lives? In fact, your voice must be louder when you die, if you are doing your purpose. Dr. Miles Monroe, his books are all over the place. If the voice of purpose must be louder, that people say there lies a great man, there lies a great woman. And because of that person, I stopped taking drugs. Because of that person, I knew my purpose. Because of that person, I stopped gossiping. Because of that person, I knew that if I don't change lives, I'm not helping myself. So those things that you can do for free, and even if you can do them for free, purpose always brings you profit.
Okay.
Because your purpose, you'll do with passion, and passion will turn into profit. Because God says, I've given you the power to create wealth. Creating wealth God's way is in your place of purpose. And yes, along the line of purpose, utapata kazi pahali that you may not like, but that work has been positioned for somebody to come and meet you at that place of work for your next level of purpose.
Wow.
So we always have to be sensitive. Today I have come here, and I kid you not.
Yeah.
I have asked God, what am I supposed to learn from you?
Wow.
There's something I need to pick from you. God does not just bring people together for the sake of bringing people together. You know, it's easy to say, I've just come for an interview. Our guys are watching on YouTube.
Yeah.
That we're talking. No. But even for me now, as a God, I have walked in. There's something I'm supposed to get that will help me in my life.
Yeah.
There's somebody also maybe watching who does not have access to me.
Yeah.
But because they love Presenter Ali, there's a question they've been asking God for answers that you may not have had the answer, but your platform through me has given them the answer. Yeah.
That's amazing. Another thing pia ni ambayo nahisi kwamba ni muhimu sana tukizungumze na wewe, because you've been a man of God for some time. You're actually an apostle, right?
Yes.
Now, right now we are in an advent ama tuko kwenye wakati ambapo we're seeing a rise of many let me just say religions, and we're seeing people claiming to be men of God. We are seeing people about they are men of God, and we've grown to know them as men of God. But now for the masses it might be a little bit confusing.
Yes, sir.
How do you sit down and tell that this is a man of God and this is not a man of God? Because I do believe kwamba for every human being ambaye kuna right intention and they wanna be close to God, they're always like I wanna go in the right path.
Yes.
But hapa katikati, of course, shetani anaweza kaingilia na kuleta the fake prophets, fake pastors. How do I look and say that this is just a fake pastor, bro?
Number one, the Bible says, if I be lifted up, I will draw men. If somebody's ministry, and I want people to get this clear, it's about them, and you don't see God in their ministry. If you see the man or the woman of God more than you see God, please run away. Our work is not to exalt ourselves. Our work is to lift Jesus. Enoch walked with God until he was no more. Let us disappear, that when people look at our physicality, they see us glorifying God. I know all over the world, there's this rise of superstars.
Yes.
Superstars in the pulpit. God is the only superstar, for lack of a better word. Jesus must be lifted. So if you start seeing that you enter a ministry and people almost worship the man or the woman of God, you are entering a place of idolatry. That is a cult, because it is only Jesus. Even the Bible says, God says, I have exalted my word above my own name. The word here is Jesus, because in John 1:1 says, in the beginning was the word was with God, and the word was God. John 1:14 I think says, and the word became flesh. If God have exalted his son above him as God, how then can human beings lift themselves? And we got to understand that we have to study also the Bible for ourselves, so that we have the fullness of the knowledge, so that when somebody says some things on the pulpit, some NVP.
Yeah.
NVP. But the problem is that we go to church on Sunday, we close our Bibles, presenter, and then nobody opens the Bible until Sunday. Now, you'll be duped.
Yeah.
Study. Like the Bereans, study. Ndio hata mtu akiongea ujinga pale juu nasema pana, hiyo si Biblia, hiyo si kitu nimesoma. And the more you study the Bible, you're having a relationship with the Holy Spirit. Then you can go to a place and the Holy Spirit will speak to you and say, this is not the place to be. But we also have to be very careful about bashing men and women of God generally, because we may try to remove some, and those are the genuine ones. And some genuine ones, and every man and woman of God is still human. They will go through struggles. The thing is, do you have enough revelation to see the man or the woman struggle, but still honor They are.
Because I think that was actually going to be my next question.
Right.
You know, looking at Burale,
Yes.
as Burale, you know, he's an author, he's a man of God, anafanya vitu vingi.
Yes, sir.
And from, you know, someone's perspective, they might think that, wow, this guy is doing great. He must have, you know, everything figured out in life.
Yes.
Does it ever reach to that point?
If you ever reach a point that you have figured everything in life,
Yeah.
your time on earth is over.
Okay.
Every day we learn.
Yeah.
I'm your second guest on Present Early Life.
Yeah.
By the time you're on guest number 7,
Yeah.
you'll have learned some things. You'll have changed some things. I have my struggles. I've had my moments. That sometimes I'm not that guy who you see motivating people.
Yes.
I sometimes sit and have no answers. I sometimes sit and I tell God, send somebody to give me a solution to this.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you go out there, somebody says, you give me the solution.
Okay.
And by God's grace, I give a solution.
Wow.
But sometimes, yes, you sit at home and you're like, I don't know what to do. Leading while bleeding, falling while fainting. T.D. Jakes says, what happens when the encourager needs encouragement? No man of God is perfect. No woman of God is perfect. We have our moments. If I speak for myself, I mean, I've had my struggles. I have my friends, Kanyarati and Santo that we work with.
Yeah.
They are not pastors per se. They're men of God by their own rights, but they don't pastor churches. But these are guys who can sit me down and tell me off and say, here, you know, atuangali man of God hapa.
Yeah.
Here, maze. So in fact, if the people tell me, we want you to get married, these two guys, you understand?
Yeah.
And so we need also people around us who help you. So we need to grow. Don't get fooled or camouflaged by our moment of power.
Yes.
When you're preaching,
Mm-hmm.
when you're motivating, when you're training.
Mm-hmm.
And forget that we have our issues, that sometimes we need solutions and we need help.
Wow. Umemtaja Monroe, ukamtaja TD Jakes.
Yes.
Na pengine kabla tuzungumzie, you know, the fact that Burale is actually an author. Wacha niseme na wawili watatu. Kuna Creative Minds anasema show noma sana. Clinton Blessings nimekuona. DJ Hino anasema 003 tuned. Dundo Kizito anasema sound just check it on it kidogo. Director wangu naomba ufanye hivyo. Alafu Medina nimekucheki. Abid Juma nimekuona. J Kid anasema PA again, kazi safi sana. Mash Gozovo anasema kazi nzuri. Priscilla Wanjiku, congratulations Ali, you're doing an amazing job, asante sana. Alafu kuna moja ana comment on that point, anasema siblings should actually be best friends. I love mine too much. I pray for them every day. I always rebuke premature death upon my family. Thanks coach and thanks Ali. I think huyo ameelewa hiyo point vizuri sana. Right. I wanna remind you also kwamba the episode has been sponsored by Caplicity Auto. They have the best cars pale Kiambu Road. Ukifika pale, piga tu namba ambayo unaitazama sasa hivi kwenye screen yako, alafu utakuwa unasaidiwa sana. Pia Burale amesema anataka kuchukua gari, kwa hiyo tuta control after hapa kabisa. Alafu pia Big Dream Films, they have classes you know, for anyone ambaye anataka enroll kwa mambo ya film, that is cinematography, editing, photography, you know, kushoot na color grading and everything. So make sure pia unacheki details ambazo ziko kwenye screen yako. Let's talk about, you know, your life as an author. Kwanza,
right.
Sasa hivi umeandika vitabu vingapi?
2 already out.
Mm-hmm.
I should be releasing another one next month called The 3 Hearts of a Man. Okay. Yeah, this one is for every man to read to understand themselves better, mm-hmm. To connect with themselves, and every woman must read to understand them. Wow. So I had done one called Mask Off, from the strip club to the pulpit. Yeah. Another one called 365 for the coach. Then 3 Hearts of a Man is coming. And then there's one that I'm doing also called The Day the World Ended. Mm-hmm. And then another one called Your Eyes Are On Me.
Hizo zote unaandika wewe?
Yes.
Unatoa kwenye kichwa chako?
Yes, but sometimes you must get the help of ghostwriters. Yes. I'm working with a great lady, yes, called Kate. Mm-hmm. Brilliant ghostwriter. So we sit, we discuss, we put some paper, we study, and then we move on to the next chapter. An amazing lady. Yeah.
Kitabu, one of your books, you actually dedicated it, you know, to your daughter.
Yes.
Hizi zingine unadedicate na?
The first one my daughter, the second one my daughter, the third one my daughter, the fourth one my daughter, and the fifth one my daughter.
Why? Kwa nini?
She's my only child. I just want her to see the best things I can do for her is introduce her to the God that I serve and to the knowledge that the God that I serve gives.
Amazing sana. I think nitakutafuta vizuri unipatie kopi moja
Kabisa.
Yeah, but pia another outstanding thing about Burale ni kwamba in everything ambayo unafanya one of the things that stand out ni the fact that you're doing something mainly for the boy child. Hata tarehe 4 mwezi wa 3
Yes.
na men's conference.
Yes.
Why the boy child? Mtu anaweza kauliza because
The boy child is like the ignition of a car. You may have 16-inch rims, alloy tires, alloy rims, leather seats, DVD, JVC, whatever. If you remove that ignition, the car will not move.
Okay.
The man is the seed carrier. The man, even in our sexual anatomy, protrude, we give direction. So if a man is emasculated, mwanaume akikanyagiwa chini, then society loses direction. Because if somebody was asleep with his wife and the children in the house, na saa 9 asubuhi unasikia kama kuna mtu anajaribu kufungua mlango, ni nani huamka kwenda kuangalia? It is the man.
man, yeah, sure.
Then the wife hides behind the man and the children hide behind the man. So if you remove the man, you expose the wife, which is the women, to be done with the children.
Okay.
So for me, it is for men to take back their position. And it's not that we have all decided to taki hiyo kazi. Pia tumefinyiliwa in some ways. Kuna pali tumekosa kama wanaume.
Yeah.
Lakini pia kuna ile, like corporates, people don't sponsor things on matters boy child.
Sure.
Na nikaambia Mungu, I was reasoning with God. I said, God, this is a very hard ministry. It's easy to do women's meetings. But ya wanaume, Mungu akaniambia nimekuita. It is a lonely ministry. It is not flamboyant. It is ignored. Lakini najua vile naifanya na roho moja ni Mungu amenipatia hiyo. Now I do believe in another 2-3 years we shall see. And we are doing some work behind the scenes. In this social media age, everybody wants to show what they're doing. But there's sometimes you go to the young boys even below the age of 12. We don't have to expose those on social media. We want to change the narrative. We want men to take back their position. And we're not looking for perfect men. We're just looking for men who are saying we are ready to take back our place.
Hili swali, it might take you by surprise kwa sababu, looking at the society pia, we're seeing different men, who are trying to fight for the boy child. And one person ambaye kwenye kuperuse kwenye mitandao nilikuona umepiga picha na yeye pale, anaitwa Andrew Kibe. Niliona umepiga picha naye, nikasema leo nikimpata Burale lazima tupige story naye. Kwanza hata ukimwangalia in a way, naweza nikasema kwamba he says that is his way of trying to empower the boy child. Kwanza nataka nijue how do you take it? Do you feel like he's doing it the right way? Do you feel like he's really empowering the boy child? Alafu pia utuambie, wakati mkipiga picha mlikuwa washikaji ama kulikuwa?
Kibe has been, I've known Kibe for over 30 years.
Okay.
I've known Kibe for over 30 years. I know his family, he knows my family. When I mean family, even parents, he was there when my father died. We've been friends for over 30 years. As to how he's doing it, the best I can do for myself is do it my way.
Okay.
And whoever takes my way, takes my way. For me, I'm a believer in doing what God has called me to do. Because when I die, that great day God will ask me, what did you do with what I gave you? So I don't concentrate really on what others do. I make sure I do what God has told me to do. Because my question from heaven will be based on what I have been called to do, not a prefix to what others are doing. So good luck to him.
Yeah. You grew up pamoja.
We've been friends many years.
You've been friends.
Yes.
Mkaenda kanisa pamoja.
Yes.
Wakati anaingia kwenye injili ulikuwa pengine?
Yes, absolutely. In a church called Faith Chapel in London.
Yeah. Na wakati anatoka ulijaribu pengine kumuongelesha, because right now nikimsikiza mimi the way anazungumzia vitu ni kama haamini sana mambo ya kanisa.
There's one thing I believe. When the seed has been planted, the seed always calls us back. When the seed has been planted. So what I do, to be honest, President Ali, and I say this respectfully to anybody watching.
Yeah.
I choose to speak about what I'm doing. Like, Arbi, are you doing the right way? I believe I'm doing what God has told me to do. And other people will believe the same. So for me, I keep on doing what I'm supposed to do because God will ask me hard questions. Imagine ikiulizwa, hey, what did you do with whatever I gave you? Nianza kusema, no, I was busy deciding who was doing the right thing or the wrong thing. Mungu atuambia ni useless sana. So I'm so desperate, presently, to do what God has called me to do. I will speak, and maybe, by the way, there's somebody who listens to me and they feel I'm doing the wrong thing.
Yeah, true.
But do I have the conviction when I sleep at night? Do I have the conviction that I'm doing the right thing? And the answers are yes.
Yes.
I believe I'm doing the right thing.
For you, wewe, you don't uangalii watu wengine anafanya nini, you just want to do you.
No, I'll be lying if I say I don't look at other people. I mean, we're in a social media age, it's a digital age.
Yeah.
But I concentrate so much in what I'm supposed to do. And this God taught me last 5 years. I used to be consumed in what other people are doing. Then I was missing out on what I was supposed to do. So last 5 years, 4 years or so, I've just, yes, I see what other people are doing, but for me, it's just give the message. I'll give my sound. I will give my sound. Yes, I may not agree with everybody, just the way not everybody will agree with me, but I give my sound.
Wow, amazing sana. Nilikuwa nimezungumza nanyi nikawambia mtume maswali ambayo mnataka kumuuliza Burale, na naona watu wamechangamka sana. And one of the questions ambazo naona hapa is someone saying probably may he mention some mistakes that will cost me when I'm dating someone. I don't know kama hiyo swali umeipata vizuri. What are some of the mistakes that maybe will cost you when you're dating someone? Yeah.
Number one, when you get into dating, for example, is there's some things you have to look for. Let me tell you something. People must understand who you're dating. Don't just think you're dating one person. Whoever you're dating their family.
Okay.
You also have to look at the family background. You could be getting married to witch doctors.
Kweli?
Mnafanya harusi, evening party, watu wanakuja uchi, wakikimbia kwa reception. Utashanga what happened. Also another thing is that don't let sex bring you together. Oh, he has a six-pack, she has hips that don't lie. What should bring you together is purpose. Like, for example, Ali, if the person you're dating or you're married to does not like how you interview people or change lives using your platform, then that means life itakuwa hard kwa nyumba. There has to be somebody who believes in what you do. So the two of you must be connected by purpose. And then when purpose brings you together, you will intentionally love each other. But I see young men coming together because mutu misled kwa nia. People date for 5 hours, they think they're in a long-term relationship already. You understand?
Yeah.
You date and you start banging each other like rabbits.
Yeah.
That kills the foundation of your relationship.
Yes.
And if you're dating a man, does he know his short-term, mid-term, and long-term plan?
Yeah.
If you're dating a woman, does she understand who she is? If they don't understand who they are, watch it. Yeah.
Okay, kuna mwingine anauliza, this is a very broad question, sijui utalijibu vipi, but someone just asked, what do men really want in a woman?
Oh, that's a very easy question. The easiest question that I've ever I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Men don't want sex as a main thing.
Okay.
Men don't want food. Men want peace. Peace is a man's palace. Peace. If you want to see a man conquering out there, he has peace at home. You want to see a man doing great things out there if he's a married man, he has peace at home. What love is to a woman, respect and peace is to a man. Because, and I don't advocate for this, sex and food a man can buy. And I don't advocate for it.
Yes.
But it's a reality.
Yes.
Peace and respect. That is the bread and butter for.
Yeah. Kwa hiyo kwa most, you've mentioned one thing, many strike kidogo kwenye akili. Most men who are conquering out there, they have peace at home.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Natumai kwamba hiyo umeipata. Kuna mwingine anauliza I'm in a situation, what do you do when your partner gives you silent treatment?
Communication is very important. But maybe if you understand your partner well, silence is also a way of communicating.
Yeah.
Maybe he or she, when she goes into silence or he goes into silence, it's a cry for help. And sometimes a cry for help is that don't come and help me, pray for me, or give me space. Understand your spouse's or your partner's way of communicating. Silence could be a positive thing. Anasema nikiongea saa hii taongea matope. So as long as you understand their style of communication, then you're okay.
Okay. Maswali hapa yalivyoulizwa, unaona kama watu wameingia sana kwenye relationship, which I hope is okay with you.
That's fine, sir.
That's fine, huh?
Yes, you're the boss here.
Okay. Kuna mtu anauliza what is the best way to deal with a heartbreak? Huyu ni kama ameumizwa.
The best way to deal with a heartbreak is to allow the process of time. Heartbreak, you cannot skip any stage. You'll be angry, you'll be bitter, you'll feel sorry for yourself, and then you will leave. But don't deal with a heartbreak by jumping into another relationship. You'll be using it like super glue. You just bring something to a temporary thing. By the time unataka kuachana tena, utararua.
Okay. Kwa hivyo ukitaka kuheal kwenye heartbreak,
just go through all the processes, but don't jump into another relationship.
Yes.
You will not go into a relationship because you love that person. You will just love what they offer, which is peace away from the pain that your ex has caused you.
Okay.
When your chungu ikiisha, then the person you're dating stops being relevant.
Yeah.
Then you leave.
Okay, natumai pia kwamba hiyo umeipata. Mmoja anasema presenter Ali, please ask this for me. Anasema is there any right age to start dating?
Number one, I want to tell people, ladies mature from the age of 24. You're 19, you're telling me you're in a serious relationship. I tell you, go sit down and enjoy TikTok. Ladies mature from the age of 24. Men even a bit late. Dating, of course, when you reach the age of maturity, that's fine. Anybody over 18, you cannot stop them. But if they're to take my advice, a lady from the age of 24, they start maturing at the front part to a point where they can make good and rational decisions on who they want to be.
Okay. Okay.
But sometimes age and wisdom don't travel together.
Nakupata hiyo. Kuna mtu mmoja aliniambia kwamba usifikirie kwamba kila mtu ambaye ana miaka ni ana busara, kwa sababu pia wajinga.
Yeah, I've seen 50-year-old men and 40-year-old men. Very foolish. And then you can see a 21, 25-year-old man with the maturity of 80-year-old sage. Yeah.
Okay, kuna swali lingine hapa, tunaona tu maswali yanapungua kidogo, but kuna mtu anauliza how do you know if someone really loves you or just wants to use you?
Number one, look at how you spend your time, the things you discuss. If the things you discuss hazina mambo ya kuinua, talking about your business, like if you date somebody or you married somebody, like for you, for example, the person you're dating must sit with you and think of ways and means in how to improve your show and create your influence. If all she's talking about is as a celebrity, nipeleke nicheke ma celebrity wengine tupige ma selfie, then you know that's a transactional relationship. And you, if somebody all they're talking about is sex to excite your flesh, you're in trouble.
In very huge trap.
Yes.
Amazing sana. Nimekuwa nikipiga story na RB mwenyewe. Natumai kwamba mnajifunza mambo mengi. Mimi hapa niko darasani, nachukua simu yangu kidogo, naandika notes 2-3. Ila kuna mtu anauliza ask him the kind of friends to keep off when you are in pain. I think that's a huge question.
Yes. The kind of friends, when you're in pain, your eyes must be very open. What am I saying? Kama unapitia changamoto, alafu rafiki zako wanakuja na kuongelesha juu ya kitu ambacho unapitia, na 90% of the time wanakuuliza juu hiyo uchungu peke yake. Unasikiaje? Ilianzaje? Then there's a problem. That person wants you to be in your area of pain. But look for the people who, yes, they'll ask you what happened, but the majority of the time wanaongea vile watakutoa kwa hiyo shida. Si ati wanakoroga hiyo sana, unasikia uchungu. Alafu kama unapitia, like for me, wacha nikwambie, nikipitia, the time I got an attack on social media, and there are people who are just forwarding me the messages.
Yes. It happens a lot, actually.
Yes.
Even me the other day, I think most people actually just forwarding the screenshots and everything.
For example, if you go through something, I will not defend you on my own because nikileta kwa audio yangu naleta watu wengine kwa hiyo story hata kwa vijua. Let me call you, pray with you, tell you I'm here with you. Lakini kuna wale kuforward, wana forward kufanya kuchukua na usikie uchungu, usikie vibaya. You have to be very careful.
Yeah.
And then be careful about the friends who talk about their other friends going through pain as gossip. But kuja kuambia ule anapitia ule mshenzi kabisa ule nini. Be careful because when your time comes, they will do the same.
Na kuna mtu ameuliza swali hapa na ni swali ambalo pia nilikuwa na intent kukuuliza sana kwa sababu amezungumzia akasema Ali kuna story ile ilikuwa ya COVID which he opened up akasema kwamba hakulipwa na serikali. How does he feel or how does he take it when he sees false information about himself on the internet and how does he deal with it?
There's a lot of false information on the internet and if everybody loves you, there's a problem. Kama kila mtu anakupenda, you are not in your area of purpose. Your purpose must bring enemies. Of course I was unwell. I wasn't paid.
Yeah.
I wasn't faking it.
Walisema milioni 20.
DM yangu ilipata shida za kila mtu za school fees. So walisema nimelipa milioni 20.
Yeah.
At that time it was hard. It was painful, especially for my family. But the truth of the matter is, I'm at a place in my life right now, Ali, that I cannot concentrate and worry about people propagating false information. Because if I concentrate on that, again, as I said at the beginning, I will miss out on what I'm supposed to do. But it's painful. It's not right for people to push that narratives. Wengine watasema hivyo kwa sababu they have access to free wifi. Hoteli pale town kuna free wifi. Others, it's because they are going through their own pain. When you see somebody attacking people too much, when you say, oh, COVID, look at them. There is something within them that they're running away from. So they want to project somebody else as a bad person.
Easy sana. Mmoja anasema anaitwa Victumo, anasema good work presenter Ali Daniel Gadhogo. Anasema good work, quality iko on point. I say asante sana Steve Hunter, nimekucheki Creative Minds. Nimekuona na kila mtu ambaye tumekuwa tukipiga nao story. I say I just want to tell you guys I really love you so much for the love and that support ambayo mmekuwa mkionyesha. Kuna mmoja hapa anauliza how do we get his books?
All right. We will present now. You call a number. 0716-733-672 and the books will be delivered in the country. But from next month, we used to have them at textbook centers. From next month, we'll put in all the major bookshops. Yes, sir.
Okay, you actually mentioned kwamba tulipotaja Alan, I think kama sijakosea,
yes,
you said he's one of your mentees.
Yes.
And I do believe pia kuna watu wengi ambao maybe they would want to be under your mentorship program. Is there something they have to do, ama some,
yes, they go to my website, www.robertburale.com. They go to the email and they'll send. It will now be sent directly to our email, whatever they want. And then, of course, my team gets back in touch with them. Yes.
Amazing sana. Na pengine ni kitu gani ambacho tukirudi now to just some laid back questions,
yes,
kabla tumalize maana naona muda kidogo na tupiga kisogo, utanisamee. Mtu anasema ni kitu gani ambacho kinamfurahisha Burale kwenye maisha? What makes you happy?
Changing lives. That's it. Changing lives. When you speak and you see a young man or a young lady or any human being, their face lighting up because you have given them information that will change their lives.
Yeah.
You understand? That is my bread and butter, Ali.
Yes.
I mean, I enjoy a good movie. I live in a beautiful house. I spend time with loved ones. But the truth of the matter, sir, if you can change somebody's life, then that's it. When I see, because when you speak life, you will sense you have spoken. Nothing else matters to me than pouring out what God has put in me. As Miles Monroe says, the day I die, I want to die empty. I don't want to go to heaven with some things that God put in me. I want to leave everything.
Mara ya mwisho
Yes.
yako wewe kulia machozi ilikuwa ni na nini ambacho kilikuliza?
Now I'll say this and my daughter will see it. I didn't want her to tell her. I didn't want her to know this. The truth of gosh, let's see. I hope she doesn't watch this. She had been unwell some time back, last year. I was in Zambia. I came back. I went straight to see her at the hospital. And she was in pain. And the mother was there. And as a man, sometimes lazima kuweka money.
Yes.
But I walked out. I went to the lift and I shed a tear. Yeah, that was about a few months ago. Yeah. But when I came back, ilikuwa mwanaume kwa room.
Haizi jua.
Yes.
Haizi jua.
And I drew a lot of strength because she was a fighter. But I also drew a lot of strength from her mother, who was very strong as well. Like in nilienda huko nika. You know, there are times you come as a man and you feel helpless. I think that was the one time I felt helpless.
That's very touching. Asanteni sana kwa kututazama, asanteni sana kwa kutune in kuanzia mwanzo. Kama umetazama hii show kuanzia mwanzo mpaka mida kama hii, nataka niseme asante sana. I really love you all so much. Big shout out kwa Big Dreams Films for also sponsoring this show. Wanafanya classes za film, that is cinematography, photography, wanafanya pia editing, color grading. Kwa hiyo kama unataka kuwa miongoni mwa students, details unaziona kwenye screen yako. Asante sana pia Caplicity for also sponsoring video. Nitakuwa nimekuwa mchache wa nimekuwa mnafiki sana kama sitasema asante sana Mr. RB for this opportunity. I've been really looking forward to it, and I think mimi nahisi kwamba nimetoshelezwa, na mashabiki pia wanasema kazi ni nzuri na wanasema wanakupenda na wanakufuatilia sana. Kwa mara ya mwisho unaweza kuzungumza your parting shot, na pia utuambie kuhusu men's conference ambayo itakuwa tarehe 4, na pia utueleze watu wanapata wapi.
Okay. First and foremost, Ali, you're doing a fantastic job. May God just bless you and lift you high. Men's conference 4th at the All Saints Cathedral Auditorium. Wanaume wote msikose. Entry is free of charge. Absolutely free. Kujeni asubuhi, be seated by 9. All Saints Cathedral, 4th of March. Free of charge. To get me on my social media platforms, Burale1 on my Twitter, Burale1 on my Instagram, Robert Burale the coach is my YouTube. My public page is Robert Burale, private page on Facebook. Private page on Facebook is Israel Robert Burale. I'm an open book. I run my own social media platforms.
Yeah.
Nikirespond mimi respond.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tusifikirie umetuma mtu hapo. What's your parting shot kwa mtu ambaye amekuwa akitutazama
I want to tell somebody that you may feel that life has passed you by. You may feel that you've made many mistakes that you cannot recover. But I want you to place your hand on your chest, and do you feel your heart beating? Pinch yourself right now. Do you feel some pain? It means you're alive, and tomorrow will be a better day. And to anybody who feels like you're done and you're suicidal, hold on one more day. Help is on the way.
Amazing sana. Big shout out.
Na wenye gari, nataka gari.
Yeah.
Wanaitwa nani? They have good cars.
They have very nice cars. Wanaitwa Caplicity.
And they know a good show when they see one. That means they've partnered with a good show.
Yes. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank
Big
you.
shout out kwa wanangu nguvu behind the camera. We have Director Joe, we have Kaka, we have Chalo. Yani the team is actually very big. Kuna Lead On, kuna Gomit, na pia kuna nani mwingine. Kuna mzitu mwenyewe anaitwa Ricky Beko. Thank you so much kwa kuhakikisha kwamba hii imeenda hewani bila tashwishi, na kuhakikisha pia kwamba mitambo imekuwa sawa. Mimi naitwa presenter Ali, your entertainment PA. The A is always for amazing. In everything that you do in life, just make sure it's actually amazing. Siku zote ukitaka kufanikiwa usipende kusifiwa. And of course, I'll see you guys tomorrow, because we do this every Monday to Friday from 2 to 3. Leo tumechelewa kidogo, ndio maana unaona mida imeenda, lakini we'll make sure kwamba tunapatana na nyinyi siku ya kesho @presenter_Ali kwenye Instagram na Twitter @presenter_Ali, hapa kwenye YouTube na pia presenter Ali kwenye Facebook, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.